Hi there, this is Chris, the chap in the cap from Motolegends, here today to talk to you about a new summer weight jacket from the British brand Belstaff. It's called the Greenstreet jacket. This is the Greenstreet jacket from Belstaff, the famous motorcycling brand that now at last is back in British hands. Jacket's called the Greenstreet. We think that's a slightly unfortunate name. It's a famous film, and certainly the connotations in that film are not the connotations that we would want to be applied to a Belstaff jacket. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. As a jacket, it's part of a new range from Belstaff that's called the Urban Tech range. Now, we are recording this video at the end of April 2020, still during lockdown. We're expecting the jacket to come through at some point in May. It's part of a new range, as I've said. This jacket's going to come in this black, but also in a dark blue. Urban Tech is actually the name, or they've taken that name from the fabric, which is the main chassis of this jacket is an Urban Tech material. And lots of the manufacturers have had to source new fabrics for their jackets because now you cannot market a motorcycle jacket unless it meets a certain level. It's got to meet a CE level. The minimum level under EN 17092, which is the name of the standard, is the A level. This jacket meets that standard. It's still the lowest level, but that's all you're going to expect of a summer jacket like this. This is not a jacket designed for motorway speed cruising, so it meets the A level, and that's what I would expect. But in the old days, a jacket like this would have had absolutely no strength to it. So there would have been jackets around like this 2, 3, 4 years ago that were nothing more than the cotton mix. They might have had all these detailed features, extra padding on the shoulders and elbows. They would have had armor, but there would have actually been no strength to the fabric because there was no standard. So the good thing about the new standard is it has raised the bar in terms of the minimum level that is acceptable as a motorcycle garment. Let's just talk through some of the features of the jacket because it's a nicely detailed jacket. We've got this collar arrangement here, so on a warm day you can ride with the zips open and tuck that back like that. You've got 2 patch pockets here, 2 zip pockets here. This piece of detailing, this is what's known as a D pocket. It was a very popular style, started in the States on bike jackets in the 1950s. This style is actually used on a jacket in the Belstaff range of wax cotton jacket that's called the Roberts. So it's taken from that. And in truth, this is just a very lightweight version of the Roberts jacket. Other little details, you've got Velcro adjusters on the waist so you can cinch it. A very slightly lowered back. It's still a shorts jacket, but a very slightly lowered back, maybe ½ an inch. At the sleeves, you've got popper adjusters, no zip, but that's not a problem on a jacket like this. It's not as though you need to open it up wide to get a big heavy winter glove on, so the fact that you've got some poppers there I think is fine. In terms of waterproofing, you would not expect a jacket like this to be waterproof. The fact is all the jackets we're talking about today are summer jackets. They are designed to allow air to flow in and out, and you cannot do that if you've got a membrane. So this jacket does not have a membrane, but it has what's called a coating. It's got a waterproof coating, a PU coating. That's going to wear out after a while, so after 3 months, 6 months, if you've worn the jacket a lot, you're going to want to wash it. You're then going to want to recoat it because otherwise that coating is going to disappear. To make it a little bit more waterproof, the seams in this jacket are taped because if you don't tape the seams, you've got holes where you've sewn the 2 panels together and water just pours into those holes. So all the seams are taped, but that still doesn't make it, in our view, well, not in our view, it just does not make it a waterproof jacket. This is a jacket that's going to give you ½ an hour in reasonable rain before it starts to seep through. The taped seams are going to help, but in our view, it would probably be more accurate to call this a water-resistant jacket than a properly waterproof jacket. But it's nice to have it. It's an extra. It doesn't impede the breathability to any great degree, so it's an extra that one cannot argue about. Another nice feature in the jacket is it's got ventilation zips. So there's a vent zip here on the other arm. Now, at the back of the jacket, and I'm going to get Graham to come and do a shot of it later, we've got behind the shoulders what are called football pockets, and that's a design feature. Again, that goes back to jackets, American jackets in the 50s. It enables the shoulders to move and it opens the shoulders so that you're not restricted. But inside these football pockets, we've got zips that are also vent zips. So this is a very nicely detailed jacket. In terms of protection, we've got CE protectors in the shoulders and the elbows, as you are obliged to have. You have to have CE protectors these days to market a proper motorcycle jacket. But if we are disappointed, and we are disappointed, ever since we've worked with Belstaff, and that's been ever since they started putting armour into their jackets, they have worked with D3O. For the first time, this jacket does not have D3O. They're using a much cheaper, bog standard basic armour, and this is not a cheap jacket. It's not an expensive jacket in the way that some Belstaffs are, but this is priced at $325 for what is still quite a basic summer jacket, and we think that's a bit cheapskate to put in a cheaper armour. The armour they put in is like this. It does the job, it meets the standard, so no argument there. It is providing protection, but it's not going to be as nice, it's not going to be as comfortable to wear as D3O armour, and certainly with a brand like Belstaff, which is all about being relaxed and stylish and walking around the street, we are disappointed that they put that armour in. What we would do in the blink of an eye is take this armour out and exchange it for D3O Ghost armour. Now this is fairly new armour from D3O. It's beer mat thin, it's super flexible, it folds wherever your elbow or shoulder joint is. Once you've got it in place, you don't know it's there. However, that set of armour is going to set you back another £50. You're going to have to take a view on that, but it's a nice jacket. But I think it would be a nicer jacket if you're going to wear it off the bike a lot. And I imagine anyone buying a jacket like this is looking to do a bit of riding, but is going to be buying a jacket like this because they want to wear it on the street. That armour is going to make a difference. Jacket doesn't come with a back protector. Most jackets don't come with a back protector. This still takes the D3O T8 because every other jacket in the Belstaff range takes a D3O back protector, so they have still designed it to take this back protector. This is, I think, another £37, but it's a lovely piece of armour. This is actually a level 2, but it's super soft. As it softens with the heat of your body, it gets softer still, and again, you don't notice it's there. So that is the Belstaff Greenstreet jacket. I think it's lovely. It's going to be super light to wear in the summer. No thermal lighting. It's going to flow the air really well. It's sufficiently protective. At £325, it's not inexpensive, especially when you put in £50 for elbow and shoulder armour and then a back protector. But this is the Belstaff brand. Nobody's going to want to buy a Belstaff if it's a £50, a £100 jacket. Part of the exclusivity of Belstaff is its price. So that's it. If you like the Belstaff jacket, you just have to pay the money they're asking. If you'd like to see more jackets from Belstaff, then visit the website motolegends.com. If you'd like to learn more about this particular jacket, then if you click on one of the links on the screen, sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're down there, that will take you directly to the relevant page on our website. There you can check out the spec in a little bit more detail, you can check on availability, and if you really like the jacket, obviously you can buy one there and then. Now when you buy from us, we try to make the process as simple, straightforward and risk-free as we possibly can. There's no delivery charge on anything you buy from us, returns are free, and what's more, we give you a full 12 months in which to decide whether you do want to return something to us. We have the best price guarantee in the business. Now John Lewis is rightly famed for its never knowingly undersold price promise. We go one stage better. If you find anybody selling anything that we sell at a price that is lower than ours, we will beat that retailer's price by a full 10%. If the retailer is in the EU and not in the UK, we will match their landed price. There are a few terms and conditions, nothing onerous, but if you are going to price beat us, then I suggest you visit the website and check out what those terms and conditions are. Now in the future, if you'd like to receive bulletins from us about new products, then if you go to the website, at the top of every page, there's a piece of script that says newsletter sign up. If you click on that, within seconds you'll be in business, you'll receive bulletins from us in future. However, if you would prefer to get your information in this form, that's to say videographically, we would be simply delighted if you want to become a subscriber to our YouTube channel, and you can subscribe by clicking on the button down below. Now this is 2020. This year we're giving away a motorbike. We're calling it a Steve McQueen tribute bike. It's based on a Mutt 125cc machine. It's a lovely little cutie. You can read about it on the front page of our website or on the home page of our YouTube channel. We're going to give it away at the end of the year, just before Christmas, to a YouTube subscriber. So I'll repeat again, if you want to win this bike, you need to click on the button below. Anyway, I'd like to finish with a little play for our shop here in Guildford. We are situated about a mile from the centre of town, a mile from the railway station at Guildford. The footprint of the shop is small, but it's attached to our warehouse where we have more than £2 million worth of gear arranged over 3 floors. That technically makes us the second largest motorcycle apparel shop in the country. But we think that we are far more than just the quantity of merchandise we have in the building. We are about personal fitting, we're about service. If you want to check us out, visit Trustpilot. We have the highest 5-star ranking in the business. When you come and see us, we'll sit down, we'll have a cup of tea with you or a cup of coffee. We serve only the finest Italian illy coffee, or we serve proper Yorkshire tea in a proper teapot. Anyway, this has been Chris. I hope to talk to you again soon.